In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the improvements that are going to be coming to GTA 6 brought by the new version of Rockstar's engine, otherwise known as Rage. So this is coming from the website rockstarmag.com. They said this: the unfortunate affair of leaks last year following the hacking of a Slack account from a developer from the Rockstar Toronto studio, led by the group of young hackers Laspus, shamefully made it possible to reveal a certain amount of info to the most anticipated game of this decade. I should go on to say that this article has been translated from French to English, so there might be some things that don't make a little bit of sense. You can blame Google for that. They go on to say, after many months of work and research, and with the help of our sources, we were able to obtain some rather interesting info on the technical improvements that should be present in GTA 6, in particular, thanks to the evolution of the Rockstar Rage engine. Here is a preview. So since Rockstar started making games, they have had a proprietary engine called the Rockstar Advanced Game Engine, otherwise known as Rage. And this engine has continued to evolve over the years and has become one of the most efficient in the video game industry. So with GTA 5, we had Rage 7, and this version brought certain innovations such as the improvement of its scripting engine, the implementation of DirectX 11, as well as better memory management. In Red Dead Redemption 2, they jumped to Rage 8, and this version innovated with its artificial intelligence, its management of meteorology, volumetric effects, and the implication of the Vulkan and DirectX 12 APIs. And this leads to some of the most in-depth and advanced interactions with NPCs in the industry. So that means GTA 6 is going to be on Rage 9, and it's going to innovate on the following: the physics of the game, like water and better vehicle deformations, more realistic time management, morning, day, evening, and night, the quality of renders like textures, lighting, volumetric clouds, and artificial intelligence like interactions with NPCs, police reactions, and more. So let's begin with the physics of water. Water has always been a difficult element to reproduce in video games, and most developers use a mesh system for this rendering. And this method has the advantage of not being very demanding on the hardware in terms of performance, and rendering remains credible. And this is how it was used in Grand Theft Auto 5. You can see it actually utilizes this wireframe method. And what this allows you to do is essentially see the mechanism of water movement, and that's how it looks sort of behind the scenes in GTA 5. Now, regarding Grand Theft Auto 6, Rockstar has designed a revolutionary system to obtain physically simulated water in real time. Now, this has existed for years in movies and other 3D applications, but it was never real time. And this is kind of what it's going to look like. There's multiple examples of programs that have already carried this out. Like, for example, NVIDIA has a program called WaveWorks 1.0, which offers an improved meshing system, which was state-of-the-art a few years ago, but it was never really used. And this was updated with WaveWorks 2.0, which uses a partially node system, but it's still far away from what Rockstar Games has developed. And so Rockstar decided to develop a new technology concerning water physics, and they're going to integrate it into GTA 6. And so here's a 3D animation example from 2016 that best represents the physics and graphic appearance of water and what that's going to look like in GTA 6. And because we know the ocean and bodies of water are going to play a big role in Grand Theft Auto 6, considering it takes place in Vice City and its surrounding areas, which is all surrounded by water, Rockstar knows it's going to be a big part of the world. And there's also going to be new activities such as surfing that will be possible. And it looks like that Rockstar is going to target a lot more water-based things in this game, which could be very, very cool. Now let's move on to vehicle physics. Many improvements have been made to the vehicle physics thanks to a significant increase in the number of polygons compared to GTA 5. So this will allow for more precise deformations and therefore, by extension, more realistic accidents. So from now on, vehicle customization will no longer impact the exterior appearance of the vehicle, but also the driving of your vehicle. For example, installing a spoiler on your car could prove useful for handling during periods of storms, producing strong gusts. So Rockstar is going to have to balance between realism and this arcade aspect to sort of maintain a similar driving style to that of GTA 5. it is a massive and key element of the game. Now let's move on to lighting. GTA 6 is going to be the first title in the Grand Theft Auto series to feature physically simulated lighting, and this is all possible thanks to materials called PBR, or physics-based rendering, which are the set of technologies giving materials physical optical properties such as reflection, roughness, etc. And these technologies have been available since 2018 thanks to Rage 8, which was utilized in Red Dead Redemption 2 and also used PBR rendering. And this allows textures to have a more realistic rendering with respect to light and thus have a better immersion experience during the night and during the day. And because we know Vice City is based off of Miami, which is a city renowned for its nightlife, it's going to be very important for Rockstar to pull this off, giving players a more realistic immersion experience during the evening hours. And last but not least, we've got meteorology or weather. So there is going to be a real weather system that will impact the game environment and gameplay. We know that there's going to be gusts that will damage the vegetation and create waves, which will disrupt the peace and quiet of beach occupants. Rain and wind will impact your handling while traveling at high speed. Sunrises and sunsets will be more realistic than ever, and nights more disturbing. So that apparently is what the sources over at Rockstar Mag have been able to gather from their insider individuals and the research that they have done. I will, of course, leave a link to the entire article in the description if you'd like to take a look at it for yourself. They provide lots of examples and lots of videos that you can take a look at. And the only thing they say at the end of the article, alongside the fact that they had help from sources, is they did say that the information disclosed is in the development stage, and it's not a 100% guarantee that all these options will be implemented into the final version of the game. But given how far along we saw the game in the leaks just last year, I would say pretty much 90 or even more % of the things we saw will make its way into the game, and that's pretty exciting. And this sort of gives us a behind-the-scenes development update on what's going on at Rockstar Games in terms of how they're developing GTA 6. And I think a lot of the improvements that Rockstar are going to make are kind of the unsung things that you might not think about until you realize just how much they've been improved from previous Rockstar Games titles. So of course, I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below of all the upgrades and features that Rockstar look to make to GTA 6. Which one are you most excited about? Is it going to be the car physics, or the way water reacts to the world, the lighting, or the weather? Let me know what you think in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. Or of course, you can reach out to me on my Facebook page, where as always, you can send messages, photos, videos, and a whole lot more. Sometimes the YouTube comment section gets very overwhelmed, and it's hard to sort of juggle through all of it. So if you found something interesting that I might have missed that might be cool for a future video, you can let me know over there in a lot more detail. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.